captured me before. Your chains won't keep me anymore. Survival.
Alright, anything that you guys see in this next video, please do not use it for any attacking of people. Don't use it for bullying. We teach not to bully here. We teach to use self-control. And if you are being attacked, that you are going to throw the first block, not the punch. Blocking is pushing that punch or kick out of the way. I'll teach you a couple of good blocks. You will see the muscle block in your form. You'll see the low block in your form. And you'll see a high block in your form as well. All three of these being really cool. The muscle block comes from underneath and blocks anything that's coming at your nose. Punch is coming here. You block it out of the way and it comes right here. Now, you can also do a muscle block with the other hand if you needed to. A low block sets on top and it goes down to the side. And if somebody's trying to kick you in the back, boom, push that out of the way. You can do it with the other hand too, push that out of the way. And then the last block that I'm going to show you guys in this, and I'm going to show you guys before we even get started, is a high block. And that is for something coming straight to your head. You just block it straight up, just like that. So we teach to throw the first block, not the first punch or kick. So please do not use this to bully each other. Please use it for self-defense only. All right, now, have fun with my beginner white belt class. What's up, guys? My name is Mr. Farah, and I'm going to be teaching you guys a white belt beginner class today. So, I've had a couple of years in training, or not a couple. I've had 7 years of training, and I'm currently a 4th degree black belt. Now, becoming a 4th degree black belt is a big deal, but the highest that we have right now in our system, I go to Greg Royce Martial Arts, and I'm on the instructor team there, as you can see, and I've had 7 years of training, and I've had 5 years of teaching classes to beginner students, intermediate students, and advanced students, and then adults. I've had plenty of time teaching them, so I figured it was about time that I started teaching you guys. So, today for this class, you won't need anything at all. You can be a brand new student, and I will be teaching you a couple of the basics of taekwondo. Now, let's get into it. So, today to warm up, before I even have you guys start working on anything, I'm going to go ahead and show you, because taekwondo is a Korean martial art, we have a couple of Korean commands that we teach you guys. So the first one being chimbi. So take both of your hands, wave them around in the air, right here. Now, fold your fingers once, twice. Now take your thumb and lock it on outside, just like that. Now, the reason why you don't have your thumb on the inside of your fist is because if your thumb is on the inside of your fist and you were to punch something very hard, like somebody's skull, think about this being like somebody's bone, you're trying to break a board, something like that, you're going to break that thumb on the inside. So always keep your thumbs outside of your fists. When you're punching, when you're blocking, anything it does, it should be on the outside of your fist. Now take both of your hands, put them right in front of your belt. This is chimbi. Now, this is chimbi. Now, if I was to go to attention stance, which is another one of the stances that we talk about in taekwondo, that is just like this, with both of my hands straight down by my side, hands open, fingers tight, all the way down. Now, anything we do in taekwondo, your hands, your feet, they have to be tight. If they're not tight, then when you go to kick something, it's going to break your foot, or you're not going to break it at all, and you're going to end up hurting yourself instead. So, just take your hands down by your side. This is attention stance. Chimbi and attention stance. Now, notice how in chimbi, I have my feet shoulder width apart, just like that, and then attention stance, feet all the way together. So, attention stance and chimbi. Now, from here, you're going to take your left leg, from this stance that you should be in, shoulder width apart. I'm going to scoot over this way just a tad. From right here, your feet are shoulder width apart. You're going to take your foot, go from heel to toe, 1, 2, 3, and 4 steps. Now, on your back leg, you would like it to be completely straight. Now, don't lock it out, but completely straight. Then your front knee needs to be completely bent. Now, this is the only knee that's bent. This leg is straight, and you should have your hands up to guard, just like this. Now, every time I count, you're going to take your back leg, swing it up in the air, and then bring it back down behind. Every time I count, this is a back leg stretch. Every time I count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, make sure that while you're doing that, you have your leg completely straight. Don't let your knee bend. I don't want to see this. That is not a leg stretch. That is a leg stretch. Just like that. So now you're going to do 5 more with this leg. Just make sure that in total you've done 10 with this leg. And then in a minute, I'll have you guys switch feet. So do 5 more. If you need to pause the video, go ahead and pause the video. Just be ready. And then do 5 more with this leg. Perfect. Now, once you're done, if you need to pause the video, go ahead and pause it right now. Finish your leg stretches. Now, from here, you have your left leg in front. Now, I forgot to tell you guys that this is a left leg front stance because your left leg is in front, and this is what we consider a front stance. Now, if you were to switch your feet and keep the same stance with these 5 toes pointed that way, these 5 toes pointed that way, always have everything pointed towards the front and a front stance. So go ahead and switch back. You should have your left leg in front. Make sure that you're in a good front stance. Same. These 5 toes pointed forwards. These 5 toes pointed forwards. Now, go ahead and switch feet. Now, the other leg gets to do the leg stretches now, okay? Every time I count, hands up to guard. Keep them eye high. Always want to keep your hands up eye high. You're going to take your back leg and leg stretch. Remember, don't want to see any bent knees. It should be straight. Okay? Now, you're going to do 5 by my count, then 5 by your count. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Now, 5 by your count, and then whenever you're done, you're just going to run in place, or if you need to pause the video, go ahead and pause the video now. Do 5 more, and then go ahead and just go back to Chimbi. Okay? Whenever you're done, do 5 more, go back to Chimbi. Good. Now that you've done 5 more, this is not how we usually start a taekwondo class. Usually we start with some warm-ups. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the typical warm-ups that we do for a taekwondo class are jumping jacks. So go ahead, give me 5 jumping jacks, and then pause the video if you need to. Do 5 jumping jacks, and then go ahead and play the video. Go. Good. Now, from there, after you've done your 5 jumping jacks, then you're going to go ahead and do 5 push-ups. Go ahead and go. Very good. Now, once you're done with that, you're just going to stand and still, catch your breath for a second while I explain to you what this next one is. This is knee bends. Very simple, still. You're just going to take both your knees, keep your back completely straight as if you had a stick going straight through your belt or straight through your pants leg, going all the way up and keeping your back straight. Do your knee bends. Do 5 knee bends. Pause the video if you need to, then come back, 5 knee bends. Very good. Now as you saw, you want to keep your knees, you want to go down, you want to keep your back straight, and then it doesn't matter how far you get down, all that matters is that you're warming up your legs. That's all that matters. The jumping jacks, warm up your legs and your arms. Push-ups, mainly warm up your body, and then the knee bends warm up your legs. Now, there's one more that not so many people like to do at our school anymore. I don't know why. They're really fun to me. Instead of going down now you're going to be going up. So this is what we call jump knees to your chest. You can do 5 of them for me. Let me show you one. Pause the video if you need to after I show you. Then go ahead and keep going. So you're just going to take your legs. You're going to swing your arms. If you want to swing your arms, you can. I'd recommend having your arms eye high. Just like I told you, hands up to guard in case you had to block while you're jumping over something. This one is jump knees to chest. Go ahead and do 5. Let me show you. Just like that. Go ahead and do 5. Pause the video if you need to, and then come back. Very good. Now that you've done your 5 jump knees to your chest, you're ready to go and do something other than just stretching out your legs, right? You guys are kind of like, oh, come on, I thought we were going to do some kicks. Yeah, you always want to warm up before you do anything else. You always want to warm up. Now, if you're an adult and you're watching this, please, if you need to stretch just a little bit more than what we do, please go ahead and stretch just a little bit more. But I'm going to be taking them through the stretches that we normally do for the kids. There are stretches for adults, and whenever I teach an adult class on this channel, I will be doing those stretches. But these ones are mainly for your legs, because kids' legs, they're the most likely thing to get pulled. Now, adults, you have to worry about your back and some arms and your legs, of course, so just be very careful. And I'm going to go ahead and do one more warm-up drill and then stretch. So here we go. Hop into your left leg front stance, hands up and yell, "Aya!" Now, from here, your front knee's bent. Remember, your back leg is straight. Your left leg should be in front. So for you, it should be flipped around. So make sure that you have your left leg in front. You need to go ask your parents or your mom or your dad which is your left leg. Go ahead and do that. But just make sure that both sides get stretched anyway. This is not a stretch. This is a back leg front kick. Go ahead and do 5 by my count, and then you're going to go ahead and do 5 by your count. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, in case you're having a hard time seeing me, because I'm wearing all black, I'm going to go ahead and do from a side view. You're going to take your back leg, you bring it up. How we teach the really little kids below 5, we teach them hands up, knee up, kick back, down. So go ahead and do that. Hands up, knee up, kick back, down. Now, if you're wearing pants, I'd love to hear that sound of the pants popping. Listen, be quiet, and hear the sound. You hear that? It's very satisfying to do that. Okay, so go ahead and do 5 by your count. Pause the video if you need to, then come back, and I'm going to go ahead and have you guys switch feet. Go. Very good. Now hop, change feet, and yell, "Ayah!" So anytime that I have you guys yell, that is when the entire class would be yelling. It's just the curriculum that we have, and I figured I might as well not change it. So now you should have your right leg in front. Your front knee should be bent, back leg should be straight. Taekwondo will keep you coordination. It'll teach you coordination, and very good. It's very good for any sport that you do. Even if you only do a couple of beginner classes in your entire life, it's still very good for you. So go ahead, hop into your right leg front stance, and go ahead and do 5 back leg front kicks by my count. Remember, one more time, hands up, knee up, kick back, down. So now it'll be your right leg doing the kicks, or the other leg that you just did last time. If you got confused, it's okay. Don't worry. I can't see you, so I don't know. So go ahead and do 5 by my count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. And borrow. So borrow is the same as chimbi, in case you didn't already notice. I was in my front stance. Then as soon as the instructor said borrow, I went straight back to chimbi position. So left leg front stance and borrow. Go straight back to chimbi. And choke relax, which means to go to attention stance and bow. Those are a couple of the Korean words that we say here is chimbi. That means ready. Borrow, that means to go back to ready. And then choke relax means to relax and go back to attention stance. Those are just a couple of the Korean words that we use. So now, from here, about to give you guys some fun stuff to do with your hands now. You've already used your legs. This is a beginner class. So if you guys have done martial arts previously, don't worry. I will be getting the classes up higher because I do tricking, and so I can do all kinds of stuff for you guys that will be fun. And there will be tricking classes and all that kind of fun stuff coming to the channel. But just make sure that right now you're just doing the beginner stuff just to get oriented with our martial art. So here we go. It's taekwondo. So now, hop into a left leg front stance, hands up and yell, "Aya!" So left leg, take that left leg, put it out in front, right leg behind you, and we're still in that front stance. So all 10 of your toes should be pointed forward. Your hips should be facing forward. Front knee bent, back knee straight. Now, every time I count, instead of doing a leg stretch or a front kick, we're going to be doing a jab reverse punch. Now, that is the name for our punches in taekwondo, is jab reverse punch. Now, hold on, I lied to you guys because we want to get that hip rotation in there. I'm going to actually have to teach you another stance so we can get that hip rotation in there. So, borrow. Alright, so from here, from chimbi, right here, you are going to want to step out and we're going to work on our hands now. We just did our feet, we did our front kicks, our leg stretches, we warmed up, we did our jumping jacks, our push-ups, our knee bends, and our jump knees to our chest. So now we're really warmed up and we're good and stretched for some people. Adults, if you are watching this and you need to do something different, then go ahead and stretch out just a little bit more. But this is still just kind of warming up your hands, so you won't really need to use your legs all that much. But here we go. Hop into a back stance. So, now a back stance, it's going to be a left leg back stance, so your left leg is going to be in front, so go ahead and put that foot in front. The easiest way to learn a back stance is right here. So, I'm going to take my feet and make an L. Okay, your left leg is going to be in front for the L shape. So let me get closer to the camera so you can see. This is my left foot. This is my right foot. Just like that. You make an L. So now, from there, if you need to pause the video and work on this, go ahead. You can see my feet right here. Now from here, we're going to go heel to toe 3 times now. Last time we did 4. This is a shorter stance, so we only go 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Now the camera can't see my full stance, so I'm going to scoot back just a little bit. But there we go. 5 of your toes are pointed that way. 5 of your toes are pointed that way. Now I'm going to turn this way. And if you guys have your stance set up just like mine, you're going to want to turn, but your left leg should be this foot. Your right leg should be this foot. So I'm going to scoot back. I'm going to turn around. Now you should be in your back stance. If you're having a hard time understanding, it's okay. Just put your feet in an L shape and step out just a little bit, just like me, and bend both of your knees. Now, in a front stance, one of your knees is bent. In a back stance, both of your knees are bent. So you're going to want to bend both of your knees. Now, every time I count, jab reverse punch. Leading hand, which is the hand that's in front. Some people ask me what leading hand means. So it means the one that's leading. So, leading hand, you're just going to take it and punch. Now, usually in taekwondo, with our forms and stuff, our hands come from our hip. For blocking, we set. For punching, we set. Now, this drill, you're not going to punch because it's 2 punches combined. They're just going to be right here. This is more of a tactical drill. But for forms and stuff, like I'll be teaching you guys later, the white belt form, and the yellow belt form, and the green belt form, and the orange belt form, all that kind of stuff. But for right now, your hand should be up to guard. Now, every time I count, jab, reverse punch. Now, notice how if I punch and I don't twist my hips, which arm is longer? This one, the one in the front. That's why it's my leading hand, but it's not as powerful as his backhand. Some of you guys might know that punching with his backhand is way more effective than punching with his front hand. So what you're going to do, leading hand punch. Now, you're going to twist your hips. Only your hips and your back foot are going to twist. This front foot is going to stay right there. Woo! Almost fell. So, this foot's going to stay right there. You're going to have you in your good stance. Now, every time I count, for your reverse punch, you're going to twist this foot. Oh, I'm going to hit my mat. You're going to twist this foot till it's pointed that way and punch. Now, they're the same length. Look at that. Before, they're like this. And I'm not holding back. I'm stretching all the way out. You can try it yourself. Go ahead and just hold your hands out while you're in your back stance. And if you're in a proper back stance, one arm is going to be longer than the other one, no matter what you try to do. Now, twist your hips. Now, suddenly, which one's more in front? Your backhand. That's why this one's more powerful. So every time I count, jab, reverse punch. You're going to do 5 by my count, then 5 by your count. 1, 2. See how fast you can go. 3, 4, 5. Okay, now, if you need to pause the video, go ahead and pause the video. Do that if you need to. And then go ahead and do 5 by your own count. Jab, reverse punch. Remember to twist those hips. Then hit play on the video. Okay, now from here, you're going to hop change feet and yell, "Ayah!" So now, once again, you shouldn't be in that front stance. I'm going to come up to the camera again. Now, right foot, left foot. You're going to take them and put them together, just like I did. 5 of your toes facing that way, 5 of your toes facing this way. Step out 3 times. I'm going to scoot back just a little bit. 1, 2, 3. And bend both of those knees. 5 of your toes this way, 5 of your toes this way. Now, I'm going to scoot back, but whichever leg you had in front last time, it's going to be the one that's, so basically use both of your hands. I mean, not legs, hands. Anyway, here we go. I'm getting sidetracked. You ready? Leading hand, jab. Now remember, have to twist those hips. If you don't, that's what the punches look like. They're not even. Twist those hips. Suddenly this one's longer. Okay, go ahead. Every time I count, jab, reverse punch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, do 5 by your own count. Then once you're, pause the video if you need to. Do 5 by your own count. Then go ahead and hit play on the video whenever you're done. Go ahead and do that. Perfect. And borrow. Go back to borrow and choke, relax. Put your feet back together and bow. You guys have done that. You guys have warmed up your legs, your feet, your hands, and you warmed up those hips just a little bit with that reverse punch. Now, from here, what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to have to change around the camera angles a little bit for what I'm going to be showing you guys next, but it's going to be very fun, I promise. Okay? So the heavy bag might have to move, stuff might have to move out of the way, but I will be showing you guys some fun stuff now, okay? This one, nothing will have to move for. Then after that, I might have to move some stuff around, okay? Everybody go to Chimmy. Now, what you're going to do from here, you're going to take your left leg. You're going to go ahead and put it in front. The other leg will be behind. Hop into a left leg front stance, hands up and yell, "Ayah!" Now, scoot back so I can show you guys what you're going to do. You're going to want to be in a hallway for this, or in an area where you can at least go 2 back and 2 front. I know you might be in a house. In the studio, we can usually do 5 forward, 5 backwards. That would be amazing if you could fit 5 in. So if you're in a hallway, that's great. If you're not, it's okay. Now, what you're going to do, you're going to be combining both of those drills that we just did. Now, instead of leading with your back leg like we've done for all of our kicks, you can take your front leg, do a front kick, take your leading hand, punch, punch, back leg, front kick. Okay, we're leaving out the leg stretches. We've already done leg stretches. We're leaving those ones out, but it's okay because leg stretches are usually just to warm up. We usually don't use those other than just warming up. But here we go. One more time. You're going to be switching feet every time because whenever you land with that back leg front kick, your other leg is going to be in front. Don't worry, I know that. So you're going to take your front leg, front kick, punch, punch, back leg, front kick. Now, there's 2 places that you can aim when you're punching. You can aim to your own nose, so you know where your nose is on your body. Even when you're in your good stance, you know where it is. It's right here. So aim for it on your body. Aim for that nose, just like that. Or you can aim, there's a squishy spot right here in your stomach. Go ahead and feel around, not this top part. Go down a little bit. You might feel your ribs. Then go in from your ribs. And right there, there's a squishy spot. If the bad guy gets hit in this squishy spot right there, it will make them feel like they cannot breathe for at least 30 seconds. And that's enough time to run away. Now, before I move on, make sure that you guys can remember, like I said in the beginning of this video, Taekwondo is not to bully people with. It's not to go and get in a fight with. It's for self-defense. So, you just self-defending yourself. If the bad guy comes up, we never throw the first punch or kick. If you guys are at school and somebody comes up and they're just calling you mean names, you can't punch or kick them. You can't use your Taekwondo on them yet. But as soon as the first punch or kick is thrown at you and they mean to hit you, if you guys are just goofing around and you guys are just playing around, don't punch or kick each other hard. But Taekwondo will teach you to defend yourself, and that's all I expect that you guys use your Taekwondo for. That's what we ask all the kids to use their Taekwondo for in the academy. That's what I'm going to ask you guys to use your Taekwondo for here. So make sure that it's only for self-defense, just like I said in the beginning of the video. So, anyway, without further ado, ooh, I got some fuzz on my pants. Okay, one more time. You're going to take your leading leg. You should be in your left leg front stance still. If you got down, it's okay. Just go back into your left leg front stance. Leading leg, front kick, punch, punch, back leg front kick. If you're having a hard time understanding, here's a side view. Taking my leading leg, front kick, punch, punch, back leg, front kick. Just like that, okay? Now, you're going to do 5 of these. So if you can fit 5 forward, then do all 5 forward. If you can fit 2, front kick, punch, punch, front kick, punch, punch, front kick, and then you're at the end of your hallway like I am, then you're going to want to turn around and do 2 this way, front kick, punch, punch, front kick, like that. So make sure that you do 5, and whenever you land with that back front kick, so here we go, front kick, punch, punch, front kick. When you land with that leg, it will be in front. I know that. Use that leg for the front one again, okay? Here we go. Do 5 on your own. Okay. If you needed to pause the video, go ahead and do that. I'm sorry, I forgot to say that. Now, go back to Barrow. Choke relax. Okay. Now, go ahead and have a seat. If you don't have carpet like me, maybe you shouldn't sit down on the ground. If you want to, go ahead and do that. Just be careful. Okay, so, like I said, Taekwondo is a defense martial art. Now, from here, the beginner stuff that we do with our students in our classroom, we can communicate with them. I can't communicate with you guys right now. While you're doing it, unless you guys comment and I see the comment, then I can't respond if I don't see the comment. So if you guys have any questions, comments, I will answer most of them, if not all of them. I should be able to see them. Now, without further ado, this is the white belt form. So anybody taking my class right now, you guys are a white belt. I am a black belt, but you guys are going to be a white belt today, okay? Now, I can't give you a belt. Usually we give the kids that try our free classes, we give them a belt, and then they pay for their membership, and then they test, and they get better ranks. But I can't do that for you guys. Unless you guys come into Greg Royce Martial Arts, which is closed right now, which is why I'm filming these, so you guys can practice your martial arts at home. If you guys want to practice them at home, here you go. Here's a video. So, anyway, I can communicate with my students in the classroom that they need to switch feet or that they need to use the other hand, but right now I can't do that for you. So I'm going to be filming the form and telling you what to do, and then from there I'm going to be hopefully telling you guys what every move is individually. After that, I'm going to sit down, tell you guys what each individual move is. If you don't want to hear that, then you can just go ahead and skip that part in the video. But I am going to be going ahead and showing you guys a white belt form. A form is a combo of moves, just like I showed you guys that front kick, punch, punch, front kick just a second ago. That was a combo. Now, a form is something completely different. A form is imagining that multiple bad guys are attacking you. You got ones coming all over you. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a white belt form. Now, don't go ahead and try to follow with me yet, but I'm going to explain to you guys what a form is. So, I'm just minding my own business, walking around the street. Someone throws a round kick right here to my back or my side. I go into a low block, punch, turn that way, turn and low block, punch. So a bad guy tried to attack me this way. Now he's coming at me this way. So I got to block and counter. The punch is the counter, and remember, it's a reverse punch. So I expect your hips to twist on that punch right there. Then from there, you're going to set your hands. Bad guy's coming at you this way. He's got another buddy yet again. He's coming at you. Step feet together and step out, block. I'm going to scoot back so you guys can still see me. Block, step and punch. Step and punch. I'm going to scoot back again. Now, here comes the combo of the form. Front kick, high block, punch, punch. So that is the white belt form. Now, as you can see, it's assuming that multiple bad guys are coming at you from different angles. I'm going to scoot back. It's assuming that multiple bad guys are coming at you from different angles. So I'm going to go ahead and film it, me facing this way. And then I'm going to set up the camera so I can show you guys me facing this way. And then you guys can really follow along, because I'll be facing this way. So wherever you're looking at me, do the same hand and same foot as me when I'm facing this way. Okay? But for right now, here you go. Chimby. Now, you're going to set your left hand on top, other hand on bottom. Now you're going to turn this direction. The bad guy's coming at you from this way, towards my red heavy bag. I'm going to turn in low block. Now, low block is a block that's designed to block a kick coming at you from right here. So if your block's all the way over here, it's not going to do you any good. It's got to be all the way out here so they can't hit you. Now, don't move your feet, just punch. Yeah, just like that. Now, you're going to turn on your blinker. This is an easy way to tell you guys which way to turn. Your blinker, you just point your thumb out and flip your fist over. Turn that way. Turn, and then you're going to step over just a little bit so you're in a good front stance again. And now your other hand is going to do the low block. Low block. Now remember, once again, it's coming for your back. Make sure that it's past your knee. Now punch. Now, punching hand sets on bottom, other hand on top. Step feet together and step out and muscle block. Don't worry, the step back wasn't part of the form. Now, step and punch. And just like that, then step and punch. Back leg, front kick, high block, punch, punch. Now, for that angle, you're going to be wanting to go opposite hand, opposite foot. Now I'm going to flip it around and explain it to you guys a bit better than what I just did. Okay, so I flip-flop my camera angle just a little bit. You're a little bit higher now, so you'll be able to see my full body when I'm right here. Instead of being all the way up against my mat like I was, I can be all the way out here now. So, from here, what you're going to do, take this hand, your left hand, wave it in the air, put it on top. Take your right hand, put it on bottom. Now both of these, when you're setting, are going to be palms. Those are your palms right there, in. So make sure that this palm is facing in your stinky armpit. This one is facing your neck. Now turn this way and low block. And punch. Now turn. You're going to be turning that way. All the way around. Set blinker hand on top, other hand on bottom. So that would be your right hand on top, left hand on bottom. Turn and low block. And punch. Now, set your hands again. Step back, feet together. I'm going to scoot forward a little bit. That's not a part of the form. Turn and muscle block. Now, muscle block is a block that I haven't shown you yet, but I am in this form. And also, this is in a back stance right here. Instead of a front stance, it's a back stance. A muscle block is like you're showing somebody your muscles. So just like that with your left hand. Now, you're going to step and punch. Step and punch. Now, this is not a part of the form. I'm going to scoot back a little bit. Now, here comes the combo. Back leg, front kick, set it down in front. Right hand, high block. Left hand, punch. Right hand, punch. Okay, so, if you couldn't see me very well, then I will be filming each individual form. Now, in comments, of course, if you couldn't see me very well, let me know. Because I can come up with other ways to show you guys these forms. I can do a side angle if that would help you guys in the future, because I can go this way. But then when I turn and face this way, everything is weird for you guys. So, we'll just see how well this worked. And I'm very thankful that you guys chose to, while this virus, or right now, in the time that I'm filming this is when the coronavirus is coming across town. So that's why we're closed. That's why Gregory's Martial Arts is closed. So that's why I'm filming these for you guys, so you can have something to do while the coronavirus is sweeping. So, yes, remember, taekwondo is not for fighting, it's for self-defense. Also, the form. So each one of these blocks, the first two blocks that you do are a low block. It's blocking, like I explained, it's blocking from a kick from your back or to your side right here. You're blocking that. Then you're countering, because once you block, the bad guy's just going to hit you again if you don't counter. But like you noticed, we blocked first. Why do we block first? Because we are a defense martial art. So we blocked that kick out of the way, but then, boy, we did counter. Because we have to counter so the bad guy won't attack us again. Now, if they grab you, it's a completely different thing, and I will be going over plenty of stuff for if the bad guy grabs you like this, or if he grabs you with both hands, all that kinds of fun stuff. But this was just a beginner martial arts class. Now, if you guys really enjoyed this, please make sure to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on the post notifications, because it would mean a lot to me. And then you can also know whenever I post the next class, because the next class is only going to build on this one. So you want to make sure that you're doing all of the classes, or after you've done the first couple, then you're okay to maybe skip to the next two if you're feeling okay. But if you do get confused, just make sure you go to the class to last, and then you should be able to get more of a feel. And then if you ever want to do this class again, go ahead and do it again, and you're more than welcome to just replay the video. You're also more than welcome to work on the form quite a bit. I only went over it 2 times, one forwards, one backwards, but I would like it if you guys would memorize this form a little bit, maybe do it at least 2 to 3 times, just so you can learn it a bit better than what I just showed you. So make sure that you go over it at least 3 times. After you're done with that, then we're going to go ahead and head into my next thing that I have on my plan for you guys. Here we go. All right, so we can do it with this camera angle. This is perfect. So from here, what we're going to do, I'm going to be walking you guys through the stretches for the end part of the class. Now, usually we stretch at the beginning. I didn't do the normal stretches today because I knew that the class, I like to keep my classes at least under 45 minutes to an hour because that's how long our classes are at Master Roy's Academy, Greg Roy's Martial Arts. If you really do wonder where Greg Roy's Martial Arts is, you can look it up, gregroysmartialarts.com. You can call them, and if you live near there, then I would love to see you there. But of course, right now we're closed for coronavirus. Also, any questions, make sure you turn them into comments. So, without further ado, we're going to hop into what I was just about to show you guys. Triangles on the floor, because all the stretches involve you being low to the ground. We did our main stretching, the stretches during the beginning, but I did tell the adults if they needed to stretch a little bit more, like stretch your back, stretch your legs. I didn't want them to pull anything. But usually we stretch pretty thoroughly at the beginning of class, but I knew that this class was going to be a bit of a longer one, and I like to keep my classes within 45 minutes to an hour because that's the times of the classes that we have at Master Roy's. And make sure that if you would like to visit him, gregroysmartialarts.com, you can go there, and then you can call them. Now, they might not answer because we do not have classes currently, but anyway, we're closed for coronavirus. But without further ado, here are the stretches. So, this is my left leg, this is my right leg. Now, I'm going to go ahead and take my left leg, put it out in front. My toes are right here, just like that. Now I'm going to angle it just a little bit. Now I'm going to take this leg, this knee. I'm going to flip it over just like this. And get in real close so you can see. Just like this. Now, you should already start to feel some tension right here. Now, because we've already worked out, you should be pretty warmed up so you can do this stretch. I wouldn't recommend doing this stretch cold before warming up for some adults because you could pull something, for some children as well. So just be careful. Scoot back just a teeny bit. Okay. So now go down to your straight leg, which is the one that's straight out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Relax. Now, you're going to go down to your bent knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Relax. Now, stretching to this knee is sometimes harder for some people more than others. It's sometimes harder for some people more than others. Now, here is a good one. Now, you got to be careful so you don't pull anything, but you should not be hurting right now while you're just sitting here because this should have already been stretched out a little bit. Now, try to touch your back fully to the floor. Be careful. Go down slowly because you don't want to pull something. I'm especially talking to the adults here because these are the stretches that we usually do with the kids, but you're going to try to go ahead and lay all the way straight down. Once you get there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Relax. Now, you're going to sit up, and from here, you're going to switch legs. So the one that's straight out is going to come back over here. The one that's bent is going to come back over here. Now, you're going to pull this one right there. Take this one, put it straight out. I'm going to scoot this way. Now, go down to your straight leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Relax. Now you're going to go down to your bent knee. Remember, like I said, don't go so far that you pull something, kids. Also, don't bob up and down while you're stretching like that. It might pull something. So as soon as you find that spot that you're stuck at and you can't go any further, stay right there. Now go down to your bent knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Relax. Very good. Now, from here, you're going to lay straight back. This is the last part of the stretch, and then I'm going to have a talk with you guys, and then I'm going to let you guys be dismissed from this class, all right? Lay straight back. Oh, also, I forgot to tell you guys one thing. Make sure that your toes are pointed out this way, because if you're sitting on your foot, you're doing it wrong. So make sure that your toes are pointed out that way while it's bent. And lay straight back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Relax. All right. Sit up. From there, go ahead into butterfly stretch. So for butterfly stretch, you take both of your feet, put them together, and then from here, you're going to pull it in as close as you can go and try to push your knees all the way to the floor, just like that. And while I'm talking, you're going to go ahead and hold this. Now, if you can put your knees all the way on the floor, that's very impressive. I can only get mine to right here, but it's stretching out that inner hip right there. So while I'm talking to you guys, I expect you guys to stay in this stretch. If you don't, it's okay. Now, remember, any comments, anything, go ahead and put it. Now remember to like and subscribe. If you really enjoyed this, turn on post notifications so you can know when I post my next video. I thank you guys so much. And remember, this is a beginner class. So some of the stuff that we worked on here, you guys might be like, okay, I like this. Is it going to get more advanced? Yes, it is. And it's only going to get better as you guys start to give me feedback too. So thank you guys very much. Now hop up. You can hop all the way up. Now, this is how we bow out our classes, okay? This is how we bow out all of our classes. Go ahead and go into attention stance. Feet together, hands by your side. Cherry up, kene. Now bow. Very well done, guys. You are good to have the rest of your day all to yourself. Thank you for giving a small part of your time to me. And not only will I be showing you guys how to do this, I will also have some fun taekwondo stuff that I did on here, that I'm doing on here. And so I can show you guys what I'm used to doing. And if you haven't already seen in my intro, I can do some pretty cool stuff. So I have commas, and I can break some boards for you guys, all that fun stuff. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.